The boy sat on the floor of his bedroom, staring intently at the small wooden box in front of him. It was intricately carved and covered in strange symbols, and the boy had been trying to open it for days. He had tried every trick he knew, from picking the lock with a hairpin to shaking it vigorously in the hopes that whatever was inside would just fall out. But no matter what he did, the box remained stubbornly shut. He had even tried using tools like a screwdriver and a hammer, thinking that perhaps there was some hidden latch or mechanism that he could pry open. But no matter what he did, the box remained stubbornly shut. The boy began to feel more and more determined to open the box. He had always been a curious and adventurous spirit, and the thought of something being just out of his reach was too much to bear. He spent hours poring over books and online articles, trying to find some clue or hint that would help him unlock the box's secrets. But as the days turned into weeks, the boy began to realize that he might never be able to open the box. It seemed to be sealed tight, as if it were meant to remain a mystery forever. Finally, in a fit of frustration, the boy let out a growl of rage and kicked the box across the room. It skidded to a stop against the wall, and the boy collapsed onto his bed with a sigh. He had always been determined and persevering, but this box was proving to be more than he could handle. As he lay there, feeling defeated, the boy's thoughts turned to all of the other things he had tried and failed at in his life. There had been times when he had set his mind to something, only to have it slip through his fingers at the last moment. But as he reflected on these failures, the boy realized that they had all taught him something valuable. Each time he had failed, he had learned something about himself and the world around him, and he had come out a little wiser and more resilient as a result. And so, as the sun began to set on another day, the boy slowly rose from his bed and walked over to the wooden box. He knelt down beside it and ran his fingers over the intricate carvings, feeling a sense of reverence and awe. He knew that he would never be able to open the box, but that was okay. The journey had been just as important as the destination. With a smile on his face, the boy stood up and turned to leave the room. There were always new challenges waiting for him, and he was ready to take them on with the lessons he had learned from his failures. The wooden box would remain a mystery, but that was okay. The boy knew that he had done his best, and that was all anyone could ask of him. As the boy started to leave, feeling defeated and dejected, he heard the sound of footsteps approaching his room. He turned to see his little sister standing in the doorway, a curious look on her face. "What are you doing?" she asked, tilting her head to the side. The boy sighed and gestured to the wooden box that was lying on the floor. "I've been trying to open this stupid thing for days, and I can't seem to get it open no matter what I do." His sister raised an eyebrow and walked over to the box. She picked it up and gave it a gentle twist, and to the boy's surprise, the lid popped open. "See," she said with a grin. "It was easy." The boy gaped at his sister in shock. "How did you do that?" She shrugged and reached into the box, pulling out a small piece of candy. "I don't know. I just turned it the other way." The boy couldn't believe it. All this time, he had been trying to force the box open, when all he had needed to do was turn it in a different direction. He felt a surge of embarrassment and frustration, but his sister just giggled and offered him the piece of candy. "Here," she said. "This will make you feel better." The boy took the candy and popped it into his mouth, feeling a sense of gratitude towards his sister. She was always able to see things in a different light, and he was grateful for her perspective. As the two of them sat on the floor, munching on their candy and chatting about the mysteries of the world, the boy realized that sometimes the things we want most are right in front of us, if only we know how to look for them. And he was grateful for the lessons he had learned from his failures, knowing that they would help him navigate the many challenges that lay ahead.